Hi, just wanted to put a quick video together for you guys that turned up last night, a bit more personal than an email. Thank you so much for your support, it meant so much. Kim and I were honestly expecting 40 or 50 people and we got 129, so we're over the moon. And obviously I hope you got a lot from it. I think from the comments that have come back, I've been very busy on emails and messages and things all morning. And emails, replying to those on a one-to-one basis. I'm about halfway through putting the forms onto a spreadsheet, so I'm hoping to get this email out, this video out to you tonight. Again, just to say thank you. It was, yeah, slightly overwhelming if I'm honest, but what it shows you is the absolute need that we need to do something locally as well as nationally on mental health. Things have to change. Now it's interesting, one of the questions that a gentleman raised right at the front actually was about competition and the human nature element of competition. Yes, there's a huge discussion behind that, and actually floating around in the background somewhere last night was an answer I wanted to give him and I couldn't find it while I was there. So I thought I'd give it to you all now, because actually it's got an awful lot to do with all of the work that I want to do and all of the work United in Kind are doing. You see, there's this tension between competition and community and connection. Now actually, human beings, I believe, were born to connect, to cooperate together. And if you think about it, when we were, cavemen, amongst all the danger with the wild animals and all the rest, how the hell did we survive? And the answer is we worked together. We hunted together in a community. We lived in communities. We lived in tribes. And that's something that we've forgotten. You know, communities and tribes and so on, they're just breaking down all over the place, which is why we get all of this loneliness. And actually, the reason that there's a biological backup to this, and that is every time we do somebody a favour and we feel good that we've done somebody a favour, an act of kindness, actually we get an injection of oxytocin, and that's a hormone. For those of you who are not aware of that, more than men I think, oxytocin is the hormone that a woman's body gets flooded with when she gives birth, which facilitates the connection with the baby, the new arrival. So again, it's not kidding, we feel good when we do somebody a favour, when we do an act of kindness. We're actually rewarded hormonally for it. So my belief is actually that in the past, I don't know, 20 years, probably 40 years since the 80s, we've been operating on this basis of competition. And that's changing. We can all feel it. We can all feel it in the air. The element of cooperation and connection is coming. And that is what I believe is going to change in the next decade. And the youngsters among you are going to be, I hope, more aware of that and of the need for that than we are. There's a desperate need for connection and community. Anyway, I could, you know me from last night now, you know I could continue on that for hours. So last two things I just wanted to say. Last night's given us a bit of a kick up the backside for the app, so I really want to get that out to you in the beta test format as soon as possible. And obviously we'll give you some sort of feedback forms and so on to feedback to us. It's really important. We should get it, I hope, 95% there. So the feedback hopefully will be just correcting the 5 or 10%, unless of course we've got something horribly wrong, which I don't think we will have. So be patient, bear with us. That's likely to be a month. I want to say on the outside 2 months, outside 2 months. And the last thing I want to say to you, this video is actually up on the Educate YouTube channel. So you've had to go on to that, I think, unless you went direct to the video. You've had to go onto the Educate YouTube channel. I beg you, if you wouldn't mind, subscribe to the channel. And the reason I ask you is because until you get 100 subscribers, there are loads and loads of facilities that help you actually reach a bigger audience locked up by YouTube until you get the 100 subscribers. So I would love you to to subscribe. And I promise you, the videos I give, they're normally 5 minutes long. I try really hard to do 2-3 minutes. You probably gathered I can't do that. So they're normally about 5 minutes, and they're always on topical things around mental health, around community, society, and so on. And the last thing I would love you to do, if you wouldn't mind, you've got my email address now. I'd love you to write a testimonial, a brief 1 paragraph on how you found last night, what you got from it, that sort of thing. Because again, when I come to be promoting these sorts of talks, particularly if they're free, it's great to have you know, testimonials from people who've already been. And for those of you who are really brave, I'd love you to do a video one. Get your iPhone out. It doesn't have to be professional. Just, you know, it doesn't matter if the camera wobbles. And then if you're really brave, if you just give me I don't know, a 2-minute video testimonial about last night, that would be fab. As you've probably gathered, I've got big ambitions, and the further the reach I can get, the better. And it's so much better if you guys say something about, you know, the events than if I say it. It's more credible. Anyway, I'm going to stop now, otherwise I'm in danger of overrunning again. Thank you so much. I appreciate all the support from last night. And by the way, please keep in touch. This is a community thing. We need to keep in touch. We need to connect. And if I can help at any point, please just email, ring, and I hope to see you soon. Take care.